Hello my fishes, Courtney Mermaid here and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about my very first experience swimming in a silicone mermaid tail. So first off, I had a real expectation that getting into this tail was going to be really challenging. This mermaid tail has the shooter monofin in it, so I've been practicing. I have a shooter monofin here, so I've been getting my feet used to that sensation. I've been using leg weights, I've been doing yoga, like I've been doing all of these things to prepare myself for this. And apparently I did so much that I can get in my silicone tail in about like between 5 and 10 minutes, 7 minutes on average is what I need with lube, but like not a lot. That was kind of shocking for me. I didn't really expect this to be something that I could do easily. I thought for sure I was gonna need help. I was gonna have a meltdown because that's something that I deal with. I thought for sure this was gonna be a real hardship for me, but putting it on is not actually the hardest part of my silicone mermaid tail experience. Something that nobody tells you about swimming in your mermaid tail, your silicone mermaid tail for the first time, but when you put your legs in the water for the first time, this great suction as the water forces into your because right, like air's got to go somewhere, so it forces all of the air up and out of your tail and it suctions to your body so tight. So I have sensory issues, and things that don't bother other people cause me a great deal of pain and discomfort, anxiety. It's a whole thing. So I put this tail on and I flipped my legs over the side, and I was not prepared for this and the suction. And thank goodness. I also just need to give a huge shout out to Ripple the mermaid. And so having her there, because she's a very seasoned silicone tail user and she's been swimming in her tail sherbet for years and years and years. And so she kind of was able to sit with me and be like, okay, Courtney, you don't need to freak out. This is totally normal. I'm telling you, like the nuclear meltdown that I was having, that I wasn't letting those guys even know, was really intense. I was just like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. And so I'm swimming around and I'm starting to feel it. And then something kind of a bummer that we didn't really foresee. So I have an issue. So basically it's like inflammation in like a tear underneath the soles of my feet, basically right into my heel. Now, any of you who have ever been swimming in a monofin, especially a shooter or a competitor, any of those brands that stop right under your heel will know that the pressure that they put on that exact spot where I have all of this damage is pretty insane. So I started to feel like my feet started to feel weird, and I said to Ripple, I'm like, look, is this normal? Like, I'm losing feeling and I'm feeling like my feet, like there's something wrong with my feet. It's starting to be really painful, and not in a toe cramping kind of way. And she's like, well, that's not really normal. And I was like, oh no, like what if I can't actually do this? So I swam around. I was probably in the tail for like 15-20 minutes, and we took it off, and I ended up putting it back on a second time and kind of trying to work it out, see if maybe it was something I was doing. Anyway, so at this point I haven't yet put 2 and 2 together, and it wasn't until later on. We've resolved this problem. It's been totally fixed and we've got a solution. I'm gonna make a video specifically about that because I actually think I might not be the only person dealing with this that just doesn't know. And there is actually a very simple solution. So I'm gonna make a video on that because there is some crafting involved. But all that being said, at that point I was pretty sure that I wasn't actually gonna be able to do this, and I was starting to panic something fierce. Like, I was thinking to myself, like, oh my god, like what have I done? I put down this money and like I bought this tail, and like what if I can't use it and the internet's just gonna laugh at me because here I am, this fabric tail user, haha, like now I think I'm gonna get a silicone tail and you know I'm not even gonna be able to do it. And I was so like depressed at the end of it. Because it's not the tail's fault. It's literally, I have damage that I never healed in my feet. And it's been like this for 6 years. And I have just been like, whatever, it's fine, who cares? My feet are my feet, whatever. But if you ever had foot pain or you're dealing with plantar fasciitis, like you'll know, like it sucks. It really sucks. It's excruciating. There are days when I can't walk, let alone wear a mermaid tail, okay? Right? So the thing is, I hadn't had a flare-up since 2016 when I went to Disneyland with my mom. So this hadn't been a problem, and now it's become a problem. So now I'm having to do daily like icing my feet. I've got exercises and things. I've got special foot bandages that I'm wearing now, and I'm doing all of these things to try and fix this problem that I just let fester for years and years and years and years. Fester, I just got that. Fester. Fester Adams. Oh my god. But yeah, so all that being said, my first experience was actually very similar to my very first experience in a fabric tail. The very first time I ever went swimming in a fabric tail was weird. It was wonderful, but it was weird. It was a bit uncomfortable. It was a bit nerve-wracking. And these were all things that I felt at my first swim in a silicone tail. I'll say it wasn't impossible, and it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. The tail weighs next to nothing in the water. I actually don't feel it really in the water. It's actually very bizarre, and sometimes like it makes me worried, like am I too close to, like, because I've got a really big fluke now, guys. It was wonderful to swim in. I'm so fast, you guys. I've never been the fastest mermaid. In this tail, it takes so little effort to just shoot forward. It's nuts, like actually nuts. And short of the heel issue, the Monofin itself is very comfortable. My toes don't cramp, which is just like, what? But I've also been working really hard. Like the hardest I've ever worked for anything in my life, because I knew this was going to be the biggest challenge that I was ever going to face as a mermaid, was going to be swimming in a silicone mermaid tail. So there are still more videos to come. I've got several more swimming videos actually of me in this tail that are going to be on their way. If you did miss the first couple of videos in this series, I will be sure to link those for you to check out as well. I'll actually try and get like a playlist going, so maybe you can just check out the playlist and everything will kind of be in there, because there's going to be more videos that come out. So with that, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification as well, so you don't miss out, because I promise we've got a really sweet collab coming. We've got so many like how to deal with this as a new silicone tail user videos that I feel I see are so requested, and things that I can now cover. So I'm super stoked. And if you have any other questions or anything about this tail, my experience, or anything at all, be sure to leave those for me in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for coming with me on this journey so far. This has been nerve-wracking AF. I'm not gonna lie, I have been just sitting on this. Even as I'm recording this right now, you guys have no idea. So it is the 24th of August right now as I'm recording this, and nothing's dropped yet. The first video drops in Courtney time next week, so you will have already seen 2 videos or 3 videos possibly. Who knows? Who knows at this point? It's so exciting. Okay, all that being said, I love you, my fishes. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to catching you all again in my next video. Happy swimming! Bye!